This is the AMDM, your quick morning podcast full of Memphis news, and I'm Natalie Van Gundy. Today is Monday, August 3rd. Shelby County District Attorney General Steve Mulroy has cautioned different political organizations and groups putting out endorsement ballots about how they bill themselves in the ballots that are distributed to voters. The ballots show up in mailboxes or via handouts at early voting sites and at Election Day precincts. In a July 23rd emailed statement, Mulroy said to read titles carefully to make sure you know who's doing the endorsing, and that just because an endorsement ballot says official or has a donkey or an elephant doesn't mean it's an official political party endorsement. Mulroy said those who print and distribute misleading ballots could be prosecuted. Memphis Escape Rooms has expanded to Bartlett. Puzzle Creative, the group behind Memphis Escape Rooms, a Muse Adventure Museum, and Game Night Lounge in Overton Square, has moved into the former Bluff City Escape Room space on Stage Road. Puzzle Creative, owned by Mallory and Stephen Lynch and Keith Edwards, has already hired 10 employees in Bartlett, their only location with a birthday room along with a mega TV showing activity in the escape rooms. 2 escape rooms are open at the Bartlett location, and Puzzle Creative plans to add 3 more rooms. And now it's time for a look at This Week in Memphis with Bianca Phillips. But stay with us after that for more of the day's news.
Good morning. I'm Bianca Phillips, the Daily Memphians newsletter editor, and I'm filling in for Mary Casciola this morning, our usual host. This is Monday, August 3rd, and I'm joined in the studio by our digital director, Holly Whitfield, and Diego, the tchotchke, courtesy of our food writer, Sophia Surratt. So we've been adding some fun little things to the desk. I don't know if y'all have noticed in the videos that we do, but just for fun. So there we go. But we're going to talk today about what's going on this week, Holly. So I'm glad that you're here.
Thank you for having me. Thank you, Diego. He's from the 70s, so.
Yeah, it's very retro.
Yeah.
So it's finally August.
Finally.
Just crazy. July felt like it was the longest month ever. But August means back to school. So that's what's happening this week, which is crazy because, I don't know, when I was a kid, we went back to school at maybe the late August, early September.
It was like the last week in August always.
Yeah. Now these kids just go back to school in the middle of summer.
They don't have enough crops to harvest. That's the problem.
That's true. So today, Monday, is the first day of school for Memphis Shelby County school students. And then on Wednesday, Collierville and Germantown students go back.
Okay.
And then on Thursday, it's Arlington, Bartlett, Lakeland, and Millington. So it's kind of a staggered thing. So yeah, that's happening. I'm sure if you're a parent, you're excited about that.
If you're driving around in a school area and you're not a parent, you also need to know that. So
yeah, watch for kids crossing the road.
And traffic. Yeah, there you go.
So that's happening. That's important. But I think also very important this week is Election Day is finally here. That's Thursday.
It's finally here again. We have 20 to 30 election days this year, it feels like. Just kidding. It's only the second one. We only have one more after this.
Yes. That's in November, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So what all is happening with this election? It's a lot.
It's so much. It's so much, in fact, that at the Daily Memphian, we had a team of, I think, 9 or 10 people that worked together to do a write-up, which is in the same order as the sample ballot. If you want to see of all the candidates, it's 100-plus candidates running for everything from our Shelby County mayor, who we will elect this week, and the Shelby County sheriff as well, all the county commissioners, several Memphis Shelby County school board members, a lot of judges, and a lot of other people, a lot of different offices from all the different suburbs. So everyone's going to have a different ballot depending on where you live and if you're voting in a Republican or a Democratic primary for some of our federal elections. So I highly suggest you take a look at our voter guide if you want to make an informed decision. And that voter guide is totally free to read.
And that's also state and federal primaries too, right? So
Right.
This is huge. It's like this is like the primaries for the midterms.
Yes, exactly. And so the midterms are in November. So we're making some final decisions, and then we're also making some decisions on the decisions that we're going to make.
Semi-finalists.
Exactly. Yeah. So there's a big green box on dailymemphian.com homepage, and you can click on that. You don't even have to put in your email address. We got feedback after some of our other local elections that people wanted more information on judges and other kind of, I don't want to say smaller offices, because that's not really what it is. Like, that's what people are saying. Like these offices, like the different clerks and so forth, like people want to know who's running for those. And so we've done that. We've broken it down and given you bios on anyone that we could find any information about. So it's all there for you.
Cool. So you heard it here, folks. Go to our website and find all the election coverage that is free. So be informed when you go vote.
Don't just pick all A's
Yes.
or whatever.
Or do what I used to do. I hate to admit this, but I used to be like, if it's a woman, I'm like, oh, I'm voting for her. So I like to be informed now. So
Good. That's good.
It's backfired a few times. All right. So Saturday, the Memphis Tigers are going to have their Fan Fest. This is it's a new event. It was supposed to happen back in April, but it was canceled due to weather. So this is now happening August 8th at 3 at Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium. You can watch the football team practice and check out the new plaza, which is just, they've renovated the whole stadium, so you can see what that's like. There's also going to be an autograph and photo session with players and coaches. And the first 1,500 people will get a free jersey.
A jersey. This caused a ruckus in the newsroom this week because people were like, what the heck is a jersey?
It's the shirt jersey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I knew what it was.
I actually Googled it because I was like, what is that? Because I assumed that's what it was, but I didn't know what that would look like. And it just looks like a T-shirt looks like a jersey.
As opposed to like a jersey that's got embroidery and different parts.
Which costs a lot more money. Yeah.
It's cheaper, but it's still nice.
Yeah.
It feels like this new football coach, Coach Huff, is kind of being more open and making the team accessible for fans. And I think this is part of that. So that's really fun.
He is good for a quote.
Mm-hmm.
For sure.
That is so true.
Yeah. So, well, that's happening Saturday. Also Saturday, the Urban Art Commission will dedicate its new Chelsea wall. The Chelsea wall is like this long, I don't even know, is it like it's like a big concrete thing along Chelsea Avenue that's, it's a mile long. I think it might be for like flooding. It's like a flood wall.
Actually, now that you bring this up, I'm going to be completely honest. I have no idea what the wall is for. If you know what the wall is for,
I'm pretty sure that's what it is.
send us a letter in the mail and tell us what it is.
Painted.
Yeah, it's going to have a mural on it.
Yeah, I guess it's probably already has a mural. They're dedicating the wall, so you can probably see it now. But they're going to have some of the artists there. You can meet them. Jamon Bullock, Anthony Leeds are names that you probably heard. So
those guys have been responsible for a lot of the iconic murals around Memphis.
Yes. So yeah, that's happening. And that's pretty much all that we have right now. So you can look at our This Week in Memphis on our website, where you can find more on these events and a few others. And so I guess that's pretty much it. Thanks for joining me, Holly.
Thanks for having me. People really should look at This Week in Memphis that comes out on Sunday afternoons, because it will just give you a very quick overview of what's going on, which people say they want. So
yeah, every Sunday at 5 p.m.
Thank you for doing that.
Yeah, anytime. So if you're watching this on video, thanks for joining us. But if you want more news, you can check out the full AMDM podcast wherever you get your podcasts.
International Paper reported second quarter earnings of 4 cents per share on Thursday. Noah McLean says this exceeds Wall Street's adjusted expectations of a loss of 4 cents per share.
International Paper reported $6 billion in net sales, falling short of expectations and showing a more than 11% year-over-year decline. Overall, its share price increased 4 cents this quarter, but the company lost $12 million, or 2 cents per share, due to continuing operations. CFO Lance Loeffler attributes that in part to a softer demand in Asia, the Middle East, and Africa, driven by the geopolitical environment. For the Daily Memphian, I'm Noah McLean.
SpaceX AI has quietly built out a fourth Memphis area data center. Samuel Hardiman says Elon Musk appeared to acknowledge on X that the company had built a new data center on Tulane Road in Memphis, known as Mini Hard.
On Wednesday, Musk replied to drone footage of SpaceX AI's sprawling Memphis and Mississippi campus shared by ex-user S.E. Robinson Jr., an ex-personality who chronicles Musk and the billionaire's business empire. Musk said the data center houses 220,000 NVIDIA semiconductors, which are the computing backbone of artificial intelligence. It would be SpaceX AI's fourth local data center and the third within Memphis city limits. For the Daily Memphian, I'm Samuel Hardiman.
That's the AMDM for this Monday, August 3rd. I'm Natalie Van Gundy. Find links to all of the stories mentioned in this episode in the podcast description. Listen and subscribe to this podcast anywhere you get your podcasts or on the Daily Memphian's website. You can also hear us on WYXR 91.7, where our local news stories air every weekday throughout the day. And don't forget to subscribe to our other weekly podcasts hosted by your favorite reporters, including Soundbites, the Daily Memphian's Food and Dining podcast with Holly Whitfield, The Sidebar, the Daily Memphian's Arts and Culture podcast with Eric Barnes, and the Daily Memphian Grizzlies podcast with Drew Hill and Chris Harrington. You can also sign up for our breaking news alerts and our many weekly newsletters we offer by visiting dailymemphian.com/email. Thanks for joining us, and be sure to start your day here again tomorrow.